obviously, you know, the standard TSA worker, you know, they're going to do the same thing. So.
And I have seen articles just today, but I see them all the time, where police are now doing this. Because if TSA does it, it must be okay. Did you see the article out of Florida where they pulled the mother over with her kids? No drugs, no nothing were found, and they pulled the tampon out of her in front of her kids.
She was also strip searched on the side of the road in front of traffic.
Yeah, I mean, this is the new America. Where this is going on.
Yep.
But again, this is the religion of these criminals, is total and complete domination. As you said, truth is stranger than fiction, Darren.
All right, shifting gears, let's talk about your movie review. You went and saw Total Recall?
I did. It's been out for a week or so. I liked the Schwarzenegger edition of it. I'm a big fan of Philip K. Dick, and so I've read the book it's based on. This is a pretty good movie overall. It kind of went on and on with the action sequences, but I'd have to give it 2 thumbs up, but I'd give it about an A- overall. Whoever made the new Total Recall really has their handle on where the globalists are trying to take us. I mean, you'd think it was Endgame, Blueprint for Global Enslavement, that, of course, is nonfiction based on what the globalists actually have to say. So, attention, folks, you are about, am I looking at this camera or that camera? Yeah, I'm looking over here. You are about to get, well, I had never been in this interviewee seat, so I'm just getting used to this. You are about to get some spoilers. So spoiler alert here right now if you're going to go see Total Recall. Now, let's go ahead and break this down. There are 2 powers left in the world, one in Australia, one in England and Western Europe. The world population has been reduced by over 90% in a giant global chemical war. There is a corporation that rules the British Anglo-American Federation. They're underground. There are a few areas where people can live outside the chemical weapon area, but they're like the slaves. And the elite underground at the corporation run by Copenhagen, they want to kill the humans on the surface. And so they have been, in the name of security, Copenhagen has been staging terror attacks, Darren, on the surface and below, to blame it on the rebels that really know that he is a corporate fascist. Because life is so dreary and humans are being replaced by machines, they go to a place called Total Recall to have their memories replaced with being movie stars and stuff like that, kind of an artificial matrix thing, kind of like we watch TV and fantasize. So it was a very sophisticated film. I mean, the narrative, what it covers, is world-class. Totally blew me away. And so it's all basically Bill Joyce, why the future doesn't need us. The elite want to kill us. They've got life extension technology now. They want to reduce the population down to basically nothing, even though it's already been reduced by 90%, and they are replacing humans with synthetic police androids, ground drones, who are being brought out because of, again, security needs, because of the staged terror staged by the corporate government, the corporate fascist government. They've got body scanners everywhere. They've got behavioral manipulation. So you can look at it 2 ways. Either they're warning you in this film or they're acclimating everybody, because it's body scanners everywhere, total police state, SWAT teams with the robots, giant armies of robots, Copenhagen staging attacks on himself to roll them out and kill the humans on the surface. He's claiming the bombings are being carried out by this federation that's more free, based in Australia, and that's Asian-dominated or Chinese-dominated. So, again, he's the evil white guy. So there's also that narrative to it. So it operates on a lot of levels. There's a basic mind control level to all this about compartmentalization, which does come from the original PKD book written in the 70s. They get extremely sophisticated. It deals with a lot of other levels. It's just, this is an amazing film if you want to know what the globalists actually have planned for us. But seeing that drone out there this morning, and the fellow I was talking to being compartmentalized and understanding submarine ships, spacecraft, aircraft, jobs, everything's being replaced by machines. The globalists have decided we're not needed. Human life's always been cheap, but now it's actually a negative for the globalist. That's why they're gearing up a panopticon digital police state control grid. By the way, the robots they have in this are actually what the Japanese and U.S. governments and corporations are developing. The combat robots, the police sentry robots, are actually the model of what they want. And so this isn't 60 years in the future. This is 10 years in the future, because everything is rolling out so fast that they're now getting us ready for the 30,000 armed drones, all of it. And they've got air drones as well. So that's basically it. You know, I wrote notes because I didn't know I'd do a full review here on Alamo Drafthouse, little order cards, you know, the great national chain that started here in Austin. And there's a lot of other points, but that's basically it. You have the underground corporate government staging terror attacks on those on the surface to blame the domestic group and their foreign enemies to take freedoms, and their final goal is to exterminate basically almost everyone. There's been a global cataclysm because of the countries warring with each other. It is pretty darn thought-provoking, to say the least. It is a dystopia. It is the dystopia that the controllers are trying to bring us into.
Well, Alex, it sounds like Minority Report meets 1984. I'm definitely going to have to go check it out. So
yeah, and give us your take on it, because I mean, there was a lot more that I haven't even gotten into here because I was writing notes in the dark.
Sure. So yeah, I'll go see it this weekend, perhaps. Hey, thanks for coming in.
Hey, you bet. By the way, we've moved your stuff to the bathroom.
Oh, is Janet there?
Well, she lives in the toilet bowl. But she doesn't come out until about midnight.
I'm afraid to go in there. You shouldn't have. See, I'm not going to be able to sleep tonight now. It's going to.
Actually, you tell your your kids if they're not good. Janet Napolitano comes out of the toilet bowl.
Oh, I like that angle.
She's like Mrs. Hankey.
Yeah.
You know, from the South Park.
Yeah, he's on to something.
You know, you shouldn't defile Big Sis.
Yeah.
Hey, but if Big Sis is moving guys' stuff to the bathroom and doing all this, isn't that a good thing?
Well, you would think.
I mean, she's hiring known criminals to abuse our children. Maybe we're wrong. Maybe that's good. Maybe the fact that they hired the head of Penn State who protected Sandusky to work at Homeland Security. Maybe we're the bad people.
Well, maybe.
You know, Pentagon now is running Al-Qaeda. I mean, maybe because you don't support Al-Qaeda, maybe I should have you arrested. I'm sorry, what were you going to say, traitor?
I don't know. I'm an extremist, so I don't know. I don't know if you should be talking to me because, according to the FBI and Homeland Security, I am an extremist. Just going to warn you. Just want to let you know.
Well, I stand by Janet Napolitano.
Right.
And I think nothing but women with short haircuts and weird little gray patches should run everything. They already run the Supreme Court.
Right. Well, did you get that quote? We're going to run that as a headline.
And I think they should shut down Chick-fil-A nationwide for even having an opinion. What do you think this is, America? And I'm starting to like the fact they're shutting down gardens nationwide.
Yeah, well.
I'll get you and your little dog, too.
Right.
Maybe I am. Hey, maybe I'm Janet Napolitano.
Hey, what was that? What was that?
Was she on screen? Hey, if you can't beat her, join her, McBrain.
That's right.
I think it's a new style to have like
there it is.
Little gray right there. Oh, look, she's going to give birth. Oh, to a TSA child molester. Oh, but don't think you get away with her so easy. There we go. Okay. Man, this is fun, teleprompter free. How do you like teleprompter free news, McBrain?
Oh, I love it. Yeah, you can see I'm just basking in it right now. That's great. So,
thank you, my friend. We'll get back to the news.
All right. So, hey, wait, I look pretty good in your chair. Huh? What do you think? I'm kind of getting used to it.
McBrain, how about 5 nights a week?
No. How about no?
Truth is, McBrain does probably the best job of anybody doing the nightly news here, but we have to twist his arm to do it. Hey, we're getting 6 new reporters in. You can be doing what you love, news packages, and back on the street, pal.
And graphics. I want to do the graphics.
You are of all the incredible graphics people, I have to say you are the wizard.
Thank you.
How you liking Austin?
I love it.
Well, in the future, Homeland Security has actually talked about telling us where we're going to live in the country. So maybe you need to kiss up a little bit to Janet Napolitano, or she won't give you that travel cred. Because the Homeland Security now says they're going to control if you can even travel outside your city. That's freedom. And you can't leave the country, the IRS says you can't.
Well, what about, would they let us know what kind of cars to drive?
They're already doing that, and toilets, and light bulbs. But it's for the earth. I mean, Al Gore.
I just hate having to make those decisions on my own, though. So it's kind of nice that someone else, Big Sis, will step in. I mean, that's a lot to think about.
Well, Big Sis's sister or brother was a big star of Saturday Night Live. What's Big Sis's friend's name? Pat. The Bible says the meek will inherit the earth. That's not true. Pat will inherit the earth.
Wow. Man, I've learned all kinds. I have to tell you what, I've learned so much just in the short time you've been here. I mean,
you know, you're not actually praying to Pat every night, are you?
Well, am I supposed to? I didn't get the memo.
We've already got a shrine back there to Eddie Bear. Wow.
Oh, man.
All right, that's enough, ladies and gentlemen. It's like we got 2 barstool conversations going on here. A bunch of it's inside jokes you'll never get or never know. It's probably best. McBrain, take it away.
All right, crazy like Alex Jones. Hey, we're going to take a quick break, but when we come back, we're going to review and actually talk to the producer, writer, and director of this new powerful documentary film. It's called Nullification, The Rightful Remedy. So we're going to have a conversation with Jason Rink when we return right after this.
Christy Hightower here to give you a quick update on what patriots like you are doing on PlanetInfoWars.com. Now, I want to remind you, the point of Planet InfoWars is to encourage activist momentum. So if things get you riled up, like for me it's health and eating organic food and drinking defluoridated water and things like that, I mean, anger is going to be your alchemy for change. So utilize this. This is a great tool. Turn it into your inner power. Consider what aspect of the Patriot movement you really identify with and get out there. There are groups on Planet InfoWars that will align with your ideas. And if there isn't, create one. We can all attest to how powerful words are. And just for an example, you can look at the disinfo that lamestream media puts into your neighbors and your friends' mind about what these words mean and how they apply. And it's fake. It's something we all fight against. So go out there and re-educate. There's actually a group called Defining Terms, Alex Jones Undictionary. And they actually use words that Alex has said and redefine the semantics of it just for that whole purpose. So go join that group and start compiling patriotic words to redefine it. Also, are you a graphic designer? Do you have cool memes or ideas that you want to get out there and maybe be seen? Join the Infographic War group, and it's actually great. They actually just issued a mission where they're going to have themes, and this week their theme is guns. So if you have something in mind, like the Saiga gun is banned by the ATF, I believe, and things like that you can get out there and put a meme out there and an image. So